Google up that. You have a passion for it. You have a passion for it. Have a passion for it. I love to see the girl them spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl them spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl them spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl them spin on it, spin on it. Like a make a back around and round. Move for your body when you hear this a sound. Place for your foot them firm and they go rotate for your body round and round. Jamaica. Jamaica. It's when me do that song here last year. So when me do that song here last year, I was inspired by the Holy God to do it. But no found no believe. When I no see good things, when I no see true things, when I no see meaningful things, I no scoff at it. I was inspired by the Holy God to do this song. When I go down King Street and I said, I love pussy, I was inspired to say it. I was inspired by the Holy God to say it. And at one point in time, it appears as if I was the only one in Jamaica. I was not, but it come to me that way because I was the only one who openly showing my preference for pussy without any apology. And with all the backlash I got, with all the name I got, with all the kickdown I got, I never stopped declaring my love for pussy. Uno see what uno Jamaica reach now. I hope no found no sense now. No found no one Jamaica there right now. Some say Gaza, some say Gully, some say we kill it, I man say we live. Some say Gaza, some say Gully, some say we run it, I man say spin it. I love to see. No found no know nothing about the Samoa agreement. No founder don't even understand what it means. No founder doesn't know where Jamaica is right now. A lot of you do not know that. When I was trying to hint it to you, you think a little bit of the wholesale them, the lesbians and the back boys them run me out when they heard my voice declaring the sweet sounds of the life-giving tool that bring us all come here. Wanna see where Jamaica reach now? Because una did fully dance. Una never have no vision. It was tacking to that. Now the Samoa agreement has been signed. What are you gonna do now? Don't try to just look like a genius. Don't see the girl then. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl then. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl then. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl then. Spin on it, spin on it. I like the way you spin, girl, the way you do your thing. Say you put me in a spin when you open and let me in. I like the way you spin, girl, the way yes, you do your thing. Say you put me in a spin when you open and let me in. Guess what? Have a passion for it, and you know me now. And me not change. Still a spin. Hello, let me tell you something. Me not change. I mean, no intent to change. I am not for sale. I'm not for bartering. I'm not for lend. Right? Right? I am not for any of those. So, sign as much as you want to sign. Agree as much as you want to agree. But my exhalation area will remain the same. To exhale, not to inhale. And you know me now. When me cold and great, still I'm spinning. Searching for the spot and me can't find that. Cause call on Google, make me Google up that. I love to see people who doesn't love pussy, I am the biggest demons. I am the biggest demons. I am the most annoying person in the world. Right? For those who do not love pussy or the cocky or the penis or the vagina, I am the biggest demons when I utter.
Spin on it. I love pussy. Say girl, spin on it, spin on it. Like the make a bites go round and round. Move to your back.
And I was threatened that I will be talking hatred against you when I try to tell you that I love pussy.
When you hear this sound, raise to your foot, them firm on the ground. Now wait to your body, round and round. Some say Gaza, some say Gully. Some say we kill it, I man say we live. Some say Gaza, some say Gully. Some say we run it, I man say still it. Have a passion for it.
What a life this Sunday evening.
Have a passion
I
for
keep
it.
quiet all day.
And you know me not quit.
What a life this Sunday evening. All the pussy lovers, come forward. Come forward. Massive, 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 massive. Let these people know.
You have a passion for it.
All those who have passion for it.
Have a passion for it.
All those who have the passion for it.
I love to see. See the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see. See the girl there.
Bex if you want Bex.
I love to see.
Bex if you want Bex.
Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see. See the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it.
Let's put fun and joke aside. No, there ain't no joke about perverting the order of God. Not in this region, right? Not in this region here, right? This is no joke. This is not something that anyone should take lightly, right? You have couple people signing off for us, right? And what we should accept from what we should not accept. But the question, were they sticked up in a corner and said, you must have a sign so, diplomatically or brazenly, right? Were they sticked up in a corner and said, this is the way Jamaica must go. If you're not going this way, you got to go. Was it a case of that? Why? No, we did not present. We did not present in the Middle East on the humanitarian thing. We have not been there. In the Caribbean, the Venezuelan Guyana crisis, we did not present. No, come on, man. I could chat, man. We did not present there. But yes, now we are present. Right? Now we are present in the Somalia agreement. We are positive there. Yes. We are positive there. Right? But when it comes to an affair that would have been leveled with and unbiased to any particular person side, they were missing, right? But this now has been biased to a certain set of people who has an agenda, who is crossing the line. Oh, I don't know who want to cross it, but I'm not crossing it. I were made as a distributor to distribute. I did not made as an collaborator to receive. So guess what? No matter the laws, what you going to sign to, everybody each to their own, right? But you leave it as it is Make those who prefer that without any big stick over their head go their ways that they want to go. Right? I remember what Nebuchadnezzar has done to the Persians. Right? I remember that. And after that law has been signed that they must not pray to no other God. Right? But them. Right? That's how Daniel reached in the lion's den. Right? So people wouldn't see the lion open up his mouth now for no hungry. Right? 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 That it becomes law. Well, it cannot be changed until 20 years time. God Almighty. I love pussy.
Some say go live, some say we kill the time and say believe, some say Gaza, some say go.
And for all those dunce people will have run up their mouth. Those dunce people who doesn't know their bedhead for their bed foot. And when they hear me talking and I run off their mouth, let me tell you something, toothpaste that shop. Right? I'll go use some chew stick. Right? Yes. Yes, when you don't hear me, Reginald Samuel Taichikos, Pussy Martin, attack, right? Whether upon live, upon video, or in the town or the country, let me tell you something. If you can't comprehend or understand what I'm saying, right, go wash out on the mouth. Pass me by. Right? Because uno prefer to be dunce, but I want to be bright. Because when I prove myself bright, I know that I will always be right. Right? And from how long now I've been telling you, I've been trying to hint to you where this country is going. Mark you, the evidence were there long time. Right? Just can see the influences is coming from other people who has a stranglehold over this country. Right? Some of you do not know what it meant to have a false independence. Right? That you cannot decide on your own. Right? So we have to do what they say, hear what they say, but don't do what we want to do. So the citizens of the country has been displeased and our colonial masters are pleased. So straight.
I love to see the girl there, spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there, spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there, spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there, spin on it, spin on it. I like the way you spin, girl, the way you do your thing. Say you put me in a spin when you open up and let me in. I like the way you spin, girl, the way you do your thing.
A Rastaman kicked me downtown last year, January. Because I was declaring my love for pussy. Me not say a Rastaman, it's an indictment to Rasta. Right? A long hair man, popular, downtown. Right? Kick me down. Because I was saying this, I love pussy. Right? Yes. And when he see me nowadays, if he can take the other corner of the street, because the reason why I don't sell them to him again, because I know the Almighty God going to give him an answer. Right? Right? I not to get my hands dirty. I don't want to go places that where I am restricted and bound. So, you see, when them do me them things, me not do them a thing. Me leave them to the Almighty. As long as a pussy me I talk about, and you hate me, and you hurt me, you rather me zero.
you find that? Just call on Google, make we Google up that.
I don't hide my preference. I don't hide it. Night and day you see me. So till I earn the name Pussy Man. And I'm so happy for the name. When everybody, I mean first accept the name Pussy, you know. Because today if you curse a man and you say, the boy they are pussy. And when me I tell them long time, say it's not the right way to curse them. Pussy is a blessed thing. You are blessing up the man. Right? When you talk about man a pussy, a blessing when everybody afraid of the name pussy. Me collect it. Me take it. Me want name pussy. Right? Me want name pussy. Right? I collect that name and I keep that name and I brand that name because that's where I come from. That's what I love. Right? Right? Wow. Hot live. Hot live. Pussy live. Pussy live.
Spin on it, spin on it. I love pussy. Sing it, spin on it, spin on it.
Well, I know they will say it's a hate. So, it's a hate speech, you know. Right? I know they soon say it's a hate speech. Yes. But one thing I want them to do is to think. Right? The organ that I'm singing about, the pussy that I'm singing about, it bring every life come here. Right? So I'm singing about life, talking about life in respect of what of your language and how you want to call it. We are referring to the same positive whole. If we go in China and say she peng is the same positive whole, right? If we go in the Spanish speaking country and say cho cho is the same positive whole. If we go to Europe and we said vagina is the same positive whole, right? If we go to Bermuda and say tusa, it is the same positive whole, right? So in Jamaica, if we said pussy is the same positive whole. What the fuss about? Right? What the fuss is about? Right? Now, where the fuss comes in Jamaica, it's because of unlearned people. Right? That's where the fuss is about. And later on you will hear another one of my songs that started like this. The more wise people in the world is the safer the world is to live. The more fools is the more danger it possesses. Right? That is the intro of my wisdom song. Right? So we got to be careful of what we throw away and what we intake. Right? Now, you have influencers out there, are intimidators out there, right? In their stupid faculties, would want to spread a negative blanket over you, just as they have done to the Christ. Remember, they have done it to the Christ. They have done it to Marcus. They have done it to everyone who comes for the better of the people, who is speaking the truth. They tried to spread a negative blanket over them. They said the Christ was Beelzebub. How many of you know the meaning of Beelzebub? I want to read the terms of what they were saying Christ was, right? Because he was defending the truth, right? Yes, he was defending the truth. Now, I used to come on this live and worried. Sometimes, you have to just watch other people live, and sometimes you have to just listen to other people, because there's a video that motivates me this evening. 2 videos that motivates me this evening to have this live. One of them said, I hear you all the while. I hear people all the while worrying about who is not supporting them. Don't worry about who not supporting you. Right? Pay attention to who is supporting you. And those words motivates me to the max. Yes. To the max. Because I know when I come here and talk for the right of the people, when I come here and talk about the pussy, I know it's people who don't want pussy now go listen, who don't love it, that they are going against me. So I must not waste any energy trying to convince them, but try to motivate those who love it and encourage them to spread the news, the good news. Right? So videos like those motivated this man. Right? Motivated this man. And the other video that motivated me a lot is the one that said, you see, we can't hide it, we cannot hide again. Jamaica becomes, we sign off to the fishing industry, something like that, right? Fishers, I'm not even, but I know what she is saying, but I'm not quite sure if fish is the right word to use to describe this sodomatic act, these sodomatic people, right? Right? I'm not quite sure. So, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. As long as my breath is blowing, right? I'm going to speak against the act of sodomy. As long as life is inside of me, if you don't take me up and carry me go to jail, me a talk against the act of sodomy. Right? If you don't put the gun on me, yes, while when me are dead, me a say pussy straight. Right? You don't hear me? I don't want you to understand what me I say. Tonight, this evening, right? Right? All when the hand up on the trigger, pussy straight. Bex if you want Bex. Right? Right? I know what I am about. Right? I don't know I don't know what you are about. And a good friend of mine said, when you say, yesterday I was on a live, and he said to me, well, I don't believe in the we, where you attack. When they say we, me no know. But me and you attack now. Yes, which is right. And you know yourself, I saw you earlier on the live, in the comment section, right? Those were great motivation for me. Right? Talk about yourself. Because we have some imposters amongst our midst, right? As if they are with us, right? And really and truly they aren't, right? So I just want to, what you call it now, burn a fire this afternoon.
I love to see the girl there, spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there, spin on it, spin on it. Like the make a bicycle round and round, move for your body when you
passion.
have a passion for it. You have a passion for it. Have a passion for it. I love to see the girl there, spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there, spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there, spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there, spin on it, spin on it. Like a make a bike around and round. Move for your body when you hear this a sound. Place where you put them firm on the ground, round.
And of course, we need someone. We need someone to plead for Jamaica. We need someone to plead for Jamaica as Abraham has pleaded to Sodom and Gomorrah. For Sodom and Gomorrah. We noticed yesterday clouds fell out of the sky in Clarendon. Thick, big cloud drop on the ground. We saw it on camera. We noticed that earthquake is frequent. We noticed all kind of bizarre murder is taking place, right, amongst us, right? We are seeing all of these things. Somebody, please Jamaica. Jamaica is in serious problem. The two men that forsake Lot, two virgin daughter vagina for the two angel backside, they were in trouble. Come on. They were in trouble with God. The whole country, the whole twin island of Sodom and Gomorrah were in trouble, right? Because those two men rejected Pum Pum and say they want Lot's body and his two angels backside. They were in trouble, right? And if that's what we have done in the signing of the Samaria agreement, then we are in trouble also. If that's what we have done, then we're also in trouble. Now, if you're, guess what? If you're a hypocrite and I'm not looking at your support now, I know I won't get your support. No, right? And if you are that type of a person, I'm not looking for your support. I know I won't get your support. I know I won't get your forward. I know I won't get your likes. I know. It's not that I don't know. I know. I know. If you don't prefer the front, right? What I am saying here is destructive to your thoughts and your mind. Yes. It's destruction I'm teaching you. I'm annoying you. Yes. Jamaica is in trouble. And me are waking up with the events them. Right? The October 31st earthquake, right, was a warning. 4 weeks after, another warning. 2 weeks after, a double warning. Right? I saw somebody showing me the Sandy Gully a while ago on social media. Not even 2 hours of rain, the gully is coming over. You know what that means? I saw the heart of men clogged up. The necessity, the asceticness of the nature of Jamaica showing to you in the gully. Right? How Jamaica is ascetic with corruption. Right? We understand that someone died in their sleep. Now we are here say a 3 gunshot. Hey, wire. Hey. We look and see pebbles pumping into 11 months old baby. We look and we say 5 months old baby thrown through window. Lord of mercy. Jamaican, we are in trouble. We are in trouble with God. We are in trouble with God. Right? I cannot recall all of those, but I don't know them all. So me just a touch on some. And the reason why me a touch on them, is because me want to remember. What I want to do at this point in time, just casting the mind back on the October 31st earthquake. And looking at the supermarket at Barbican, what did happen? Look at Price Smart, what did happen? Look at the tools hardware, right? What did happen, right? We don't forget them things already. Look at the Supreme Court, what did happen, right? We don't forget them things already. We don't remember October 31st, gone, right? No, we just in a December. We don't remember, and we are gonna sign off to the act of sodomy. Yeah? Come out, man. come on, 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 man. Come out, man. Come out, man. Come out, man. Come out. Come out. Wanna forget them there's something there already? Yeah? I wanna sit there not saying anything because you know we're threatened of hate speech. Yeah. I did a video ask which way you going, Billy, when I heard that. Whose side you're on? Is Baal or God? The Almighty God? Whose side you're on? What is your preference? Back or front? Right? Right or wrong? Which way you going, Billy? Don't confuse us, you're leading us. Right? Which way you going, Billy? Right? We want to follow you, but certainly Tychicus now follow you go down in a destruction. No. Which way you going, Billy? Which way you going? Make we get a clear understanding now, right? So we can follow you, like the GPS map, right? Right? Make we get a clear understanding of where you're going now, right? Right? Make it clear to him being as use the smallest terms, because remember, we're not educated like you, you know, right? We're not educated like you, right? So you have to break down the things them to the smaller sections, right? So if we are going to so straight, make talk straight, say that's how we are go, right? Don't take time inching, pinching, right? Right? Don't have this society or the country in limbo too long and too much matters. We are in limbo with, we cannot know the 6 illicit enrichers of themselves. The country is in limbo. We do not know the true argument about which way, our sanity, the sanity law, right? There's a lot of things that we are not certain about, right? Right? We don't know when is election, right? Because it's you who have the power in your hands. We do not know, right? When you'll be calling, because all the power lies in your hands, right? So you can have the entire country at limbo. We want to know. I don't know about anybody else, but I want to know which way you're going, Billy. Which way are you going? Whose side you are on? Right? God's side or Satan's side? Right? Once you are saying the positive of the vagina, you are on God's side. Once you are saying penis in the vagina, there is no mistake, you are on God's side. But if you are saying that it should go elsewhere, whether in the ears hole, nose hole, you are going down the devil's side. So look clearly of what it entails in the documents, right? Right? To suit other people's agenda, right? Look and see what is in the documents, the fine print. I asked someone, do you think they know? Right? But they very well know. But on the expense of the people, they ride it on the people's ticket. Yes? Yes? And for all those who doesn't like to hear my voice speaking the truth, this afternoon, may God help you. Right? Now, we have to plead for Jamaica. Let me tell you some people. Some people, when you see out a road there, you rub shoulder with them. And you check, say, them are not that, them are that. You check, say, them not corrupt, wait till them chat. Right? Listen their argument. Look and see what they support. Right? Right? That's why I go in the marketplace and the busy place and I declare, I love pussy, and I look and say, who vex?
I love to see. City girl,
If you're not with me, you're against me.
I love to see. City girl, spin on it, spin on it. I love to see. City girl, spin on it, spin on it. Like a megabyte round and round. Move for your body when you hear this a sound. Place for your foot, them firm on the ground. Rotate for your body, round and round.
Some people have been intimidated. Some people are collecting money to intimidate you. When you want to go on your pathway, some people are collecting money to stop you. Right? Yes? Some people are collecting money to stop you. Right? So, Jamaica, I'm talking about Jamaica now, run under under situation called badness. B-A-D. Badness. Right? Right? Yeah. I heard a youth man saying, trying to address long time Christmas on a video. And he was saying, first time Christmas, back in the days, we could have did go out and grand market. He was referring to the SOEs that are around on state of emergency. And he said, in a December, we have state of emergency, which all those statements are right. But guess where the youth man go wrong now? When he's pleading to the people them, and him call them, and he said, bad man, you can't see it, right? He might refer to him people them, and I call them bad man. All the other rest of things what he's saying is right, right? But now, using the word bad more than good makes the matters worse, right? Bad man, Waterhouse badness, what they must say, right? Making matters worse, right? He wants to do good. He wants to, because you can hear the passion in his voice, right? When he looked back and first time Christmas, right? Because there's several times I've done it too, right? So he wanted to say something good. His intent is, but statement like those, God forgive him, right? Because he did not knew that he should be using the word bad there. The word good. Yeah. Come, let us get good, man. Come, we do the things good. Make we do the things right. Right? Not bad, man. Not dog. Right? But because you're referring to a set of people. Right? Right? And you're expecting them to do the right thing, to be good. So you cannot classify them as bad man. Right? So that is where he was going wrong. And I heard many statements like that, right? So many times I talk about the reference of your children as kids. So many times I have spoken about those things, right? And I'm quite sure it reaches the authorities' ears, right? I'm quite sure it has reached the authorities' ears. So many times I've spoken about your position, your chosen and your most liked position in bed, right? And if you conceive in the back way position, the cock up, the doggy style, the back shot, and the head top, you're going to bring some backward children, as you have seen here. 17-year-old carry gun gone to school. If you go kill one other boy, if you go shoot another boy, right? That take away his girlfriend. Tell me no, man. I knew sister, I don't know me. Right? I didn't knew sister. Me no chat not when I in the public space. Right? Right? And I public me seat, me hardly left my yard. Right? I in the public me see. Right? Right? Now, now check that 17-year-old you in about 1957. Right? A man take with my girl now. All me go do, me go look another one. Right? Me now retire from girl. Because killing this youth. Because it take away your girl. Right? I done your girl life done too, you know. Come on, youth man. I done it done. Because when they care you go your backside go jail. Nobody look and tell some girls in a shops in my carry you go put your mounts, right? Or some long khaki pants, right? So you going to have to convert your exhalation, right? In there, right? So you see the backward thinking of these youths, right? The backward thinkers. And why you think they're thinking that way? Because of back way them get. Back way they got. Upside down. Where them foot be there, and then their head there. Right? Where the dude if they come out, and then them try enter. Right? A 6 or a 9. That's the mentality. Right? Right? That is the symbols of Sodom and Gomorrah. No one to kiss, no one to hug, no one to belly rub a dub. Back way, fully done. All those talks are negative. Negative talks. Mad talk. Mad way, mad out. Mad talk those. All those talks, right, are mad. Crazy, right, for the development of this nation, right? Because simply you do not know and acknowledge the power of the words you speak. Right? Simply because you don't know the power of the words you speak. Somebody help me plead for Jamaica. Jamaica is in serious trouble. Right? Believe you me, I said it to you on the 17th day of December 2023. Jamaica is in serious trouble with God, the Creator, the Almighty, right? Right? Jamaica are in trouble, right? We are in trouble. Yes, we are in serious trouble, right? Because the man in Sodom were in trouble, and so does anyone, any government that signed up to the act of sodomy. The leader is the one who's gonna be responsible. Taichiko said he has a passion. Like a metal back around and round. Move for your body when you hear this a sound. Place for your foot, them firm on the ground. Rotate for your body, round and round. Some say Gaza, some say Gully. Some say we kill it, I man say we it. Some say Gaza, some say Gully. Some say we run it, I man say spin it. I love to see the girl them spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl them spin on it, spin on it.
Have a passion for it. Have a passion for it. See the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. Like a megabyte coming round and round. Feel your body when you hear this sound. Place where you put them from and they go round. Take to your body, round and round. Some say Gaza, some say Gully. Some say we kill it, I man say Billy. Some say Gaza, some say Gully. Some say we rock it, I man say Billy. I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I like the way you spin, girl, the way you do your thing. Say you put me in a spin when you open up and let me in. I like the way you spin, girl, the way you do your thing. Say you put me in a spin when you open up and let me in. Have a passion for it, and you know me not quit. When me hold and quit, still I spin it. Passion for it, and you know me not quit. When me hold and quit, still I spin it. Searching for the spot, and me can't find that. Just call by Google, me Google up that.
Indeed. Indeed. You say, if you refuse positiveness, you're accepting negative. If you refuse truth, you accept lie. Right? If you refuse good, you accept bad. Right? As simple as A, B, C. Right? As simple as that. So I don't see what hard in that for you to understand. Come on. What's hard in that? Let's visit Genesis chapter 18. And why Genesis chapter 18? I want to take you back long before we were born. Me and you were born. Right? What has happened then? And like you're hearing the song, like the megabytes go round and round. What goes around comes back around. Right? That is how human being must procreate. Not ram jam, not horizontal slump, but round and round. Like the megabytes go round and round. That's how you make good bikini. Because we're not going into that anyhow right now. Let's not, you know, the vocab is so packed and open and raring to go that I have to drop some control on it. Right? Because the vocab is open up to this situation, you know. A lot of you may not know, I was told in 2005 at the Courtney Auditorium that I will be doing this job that I am doing presently. I will be speaking against the act of sodomy. From 2005, it was prophesied over my life at the Courtney Auditorium. The international press were there, so it's on record. The time only comes around for it to intensify, for the revelation, right, to make, right? Right now is the time. Like the megabytes go round and round. You see how the megabytes go round? I saw on the newscast Friday, the bite of the week, the lady were explaining the problem that he's having with the internet. And it said, all it do is just a wind up, right? Right? It becomes the bite of the week. And that is how It goes round and round. And so you get good picnic. When you wind up, twine up, circle the drum of the vagina. Every corner of the vagina must be stimulated. To produce good children, you stimulate the vagina, right? Not ram it, not destroy it. Bam, boom, bam. No. That's the type of children you're going to get out of it. What you put in is what you're going to get out. Right? Stimulation. Right? So you stimulate that body just like how you put fertilizer in the ground. Right? For the result of the fruit you want. Is the same thing when you are mating or creating. Right? If you drink rum and boom, you go and get a rum and boom mentality child. And I know, ask you, I tell you, no. Right? Right? If it is if a Mali, you get the child under, you go and get a Mali child. Right? At that inner your blood, at that the blood you send, you distribute into the female. And go amalgamate with hers. Worse if your blood no good again. Right? A double trouble. Right? Double trouble. Right? Right? So the best way to make life is peace, love, unity, all of those components. Right? And you make your children. You make love, make life, and your children in that fashion. And you get some good children. No ram bam. No buy. Me say, if I buy, you buy the sex. I see him where you pick me, I come. If I pay, you pay for it. I see him where I come. Him or she. See him where. Coming with some form of disorder. And a lie me I tell. Right? Believe if you want to believe. Alright? Those whose brain can contain it. Somehow the brain can't take it. Because one guilt near me out. Right? Right? Somehow no can't say yes to when me I say guilt near me out to no understanding. Right? Right? Yes? Guilt near me out to no understanding. So when it becomes corrupted, you're not transparent anymore. Right? So the spirit of Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, yeah? Zapharel, Samael, and Zachariel cannot work through you. The 7 archangels. Your corruption enables you to hear or feel them in your presence. You blocking out Uriel, the teacher, the educator, the wisdom. So when you black out the archangels, you are blacking out the wisdom, the protection, the healer, the lover, right? So you will have to turn to the other source. The other source, which is the fallen angels that you are accepting. If it is not one, it's the other. If it is not today, it's tomorrow. Right? So if you are not using the archangel, Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Japharel, Shamael, and Zachariel, you are using Kokobel, Rutobel, Azazel, Simjazus, and his men. Those are the fallen angels. Right? And them you are used. Right? They turn things the other way. That's why the men them, they were under the fallen angels' rule in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Right? And instead of loving the front, they loved the back, because the fallen angels, they fell from grace with God and they came down headway, right? So everything they do it the reverse way, right? And they build up a kingdom for themselves here, and whosoever will may come. It's only a few did not go, because it was many are called, but a few are chosen. Majority join them, and that is why you come to love enough, right? If the man don't have enough money, he can't go into your, yeah. That's why you love no money. Greed. The fallen angels are the angels of greed. Love it enough, right? Love all heap of things, right? You don't believe in timely growth. You just want it wagga, right? And even if you have to sell your soul, barter your soul to get it, you are going to do it. Sound like a preacher, ain't I? But me have to tell you the truth, right? And I have to make you understand what you're doing. So you look into yourself, because Jamaicans, we are in trouble. I know I'm speaking to the world, but Jamaicans are every part of the world, because we are the star of the earth, right? Everywhere in the world you go, you can find Jamaican, right? Everywhere you can find Jamaicans. They're there. So I'm talking to Jamaicans both home and abroad right now. Jamaica is in trouble, overcast condition. There are some places that experience that the weatherman said had never been going to be as cold as it's going to be tomorrow. Yes, and Tuesday, right? That huge cold front that in some part of the United States, and the tail end of it will pass this way over the weekend and going into next week, right? Right? So that's why yesterday you could have seen the signs of the time. You see the clouds dropping from the sky on the ground, right? Right? We are in trouble. There is signs, wonders, signs. Make note of the sign them. Make note of the accident them on the road, right? The young people them. Some pretty girls where you see, right? When they don't die by the gun, they die by the cars. Come on, man. Come on, right? Come on, man. This, if I could get Egyptian to come and sing right now, I would want Egyptian to remind you, these are some serious time. It's some serious time we are in. Come on. It's time we find God, the God of righteousness. Stop hate your brother for nothing. Stop hate your sister for nothing. Stop hate your brother for talking the right thing. When you hear your brother talk the right thing, support him. No cuss him. No plan to kill him. Right? Right? And for you know say the right thing him talk, support him. Right? Then God will please again with you. Right? You know say the rectum cannot bring life. So a waste of time around there, right? Encourage the youth them that coming up, right? To build the nation, educate them, make them know that at them, after we gone, at them have to continue. Now drop in that substance into that waste area. Cannot build nobody, right? They are not contributing. Using sex toy cannot build nobody. You have to use the real thing that gave you joy, that gives you life, right? Right? That is what we need to teach the youth, right? Me want help to teach them, right? The cucumber is not useful to your body unless you're near me, right? So it shouldn't be finding its way into a vagina, right? Which is in one of the substitute for the expensive sex toys, right? And all these have been taught to our young children, right? Yes. All of this has been taught to our young children. And when they heard me like this, they must show me, you know, see me picnic, right? Because they are too under a cloud. They have a toy in their drawer, right? So they do not want you to talk against it. Then maybe they will leave that toy until their girl child go big. They say you can use that, right? Which is wrong, right? Wrong from the pit of hell, right? Right? We want a better Jamaica. And all those who know about purity and sanity, right? Here is an opportunity, right? Here is an opportunity. All those who want to see Jamaica better, it's not going to be by might, but by the Spirit of the Almighty God, right? None of those political leaders, if them not change, right? None of them, neither JLP or PMP, cannot help this cause. This is out of the hands of JLP, PMP, UIC, or LGBT, right? All of this are out of their portfolio, right? None of them teaches purity and sanity. None of them teaches purity and sanity. All of them teaches corruption, right? Yeah. Corruption they teaches, right? So they are not the answer, people. They are not the answer unless they change, right? Until they change, because changes can be had. Yes, one can see the light even from watching this live. Now, I know a few lesbians are watching, and the way the fire is hot, they are considering right now of changing their ways. I know some backway man is watching, and when they heard the fire and see the fire, I know they are busy right now. So them a go New Kingston or something can get one original hole, right? A prescribed hole for human, right? Right? And that's the reason why these fire are important. When you blaze the fire and it burn them, it consume up their dirty ways, and they will turn to the ways of righteousness, right? That is why it has been known as hate speech, right? That is why we are so restricted on the internet, that we cannot say certain things on the internet, right? Right? We are so restricted because so many people is benefiting from the things that is wrong, right? Thank you for your gift. Thank you, right? Right? So many people are benefiting from the things that is wrong, right? But we are now in trouble because we are turning a blind eye on righteousness and accepting the things that is wrong. Now we need somebody to plead for Jamaica, as Abraham did for Sodom. This is Genesis chapter 18. And for those young people, come on, call your mama, call your papa, call your auntie, call your niece, call your friend. Call that little hot girl there. Yes, who is benefiting. Oh no, mighty God. Call that little hot friend there. So many of them today whom the females are buying out, are supporting them more than the male. And those female that are young female that are coming up, me no want a man, a girl me want. Let me tell you something. I will borrow Peanut Dread word. Although it's not for Peanut Dread, but he establishes. Your Radam is around the corner. Your Radam is around the corner. Right? You're young, you're inexperienced, you came into a situation. When you came, you did not know that it is it's an abomination. But you were told that it's an abomination. You have a brain to think, right? You know your purpose, that you are here to multiply, and the tools that they are given to you cannot provide you with that balance or multiplication. Then you would have known that it is wrong, right? So you can decide for yourself, right? In the Samaria agreement, the abortion is in it, right? For us to accept that our children can sign off an abortion without the parents' consent. Remember, they were pushing for that for a very long time, right? Right? Now, any woman, any young girl that have a child, cast it in the garbage bin, should be penalized heavily for that. And any man that have their children and doesn't support their children should be penalized heavily. One, the men should not get the chance of a human vagina again as long as he lives. And the woman must not get the chance of utilizing another man's penis as long as she lives. Right? Because one, she doesn't know the use of life. She doesn't respect life. She has no regard for life, no respect for life. Because you got the life, you do the thing, get the life, and you can't go dash her in a garbage. You do the things to make the life just for the money. And when the child comes, the innocent child, you go throw her in a garbage heap. Him or she in a garbage heap. No penis should be going between your legs as long as life lasts. Again, that's the way I feel about a woman that throw away their child or even take pill the morning after I put it in the night before. Right? That's the way I felt about the whole story. And I'm quite sure that's the way God felt too. Right? Right? Because he had quoted in the Bible the man with the 1 talent who buried his talent. And God took it away and gave it to the one with 5. That means when you get, respect it. Right? You have sex and get a child. Life is the most important thing on earth. Right? You get a child, and after you get the child, you take it, go throw it in the garbage and after a couple of months. Where you tell me, you say? So why you don't want the child to live, but you must live? You don't see no balance. You don't see no balance. Right? And for the male who encourage people, breed the woman them pick me and tell them say them go dash away. Right? See? Huh? A warning is out for you. Because God, the abortion thing is in the Samaria agreement too. Right? God is not pleased with abortion. Right? God is not pleased with abortion. Right? Right? Taking of life. So it placed Jamaica in the same fate of Sodom and Gomorrah. What did happen? The Lord appeared to Abraham at the sacred tree of Mamre, as Abraham was sitting at the entrance of his tent during the hottest part of the day, he looked up and saw 3 men standing there. As soon as he saw them, he ran out to meet them. Bowing down with his face touching the ground, he said, "Sirs, please do not pass by my home without stopping. I am here to serve you. Let me bring some water for you to wash your feet. You can rest here beneath this tree. I will also bring a bit of food. It will give you strength to continue your journey." These men, Abraham, were full of generosity. He was quite generous, gently, to these individuals. He didn't know who they were, right? "You have honored me by coming to my home, so let me serve you." That's why you treat visitor good, yeah? All right. They replied, "Thank you, we accept." Abraham hurried into the tent and said to Sarah, "Quick, take a slack of your best flour and make some bread." Then he ran to the herd and picked out a calf that was tender and fat and gave it to a servant who hurried to get it ready. He took some cream, some milk, and the meat and set the food before the men. There under the tree he served them himself, and they ate. Then they asked, "Where is your wife?" Oh, where is your wife? Sarah was behind at the door of the tent, listening to Abraham. And Sarah, let's go again. Sarah was behind at the door of the tent, listening. Abraham and Sarah were very old, and Sarah had stopped having her monthly periods. So Sarah laughed to herself and said, Now that I am old and worn out, can I still enjoy sex? And besides, my husband was old." So that's the reason why you often hear me said, there is no expiry date and sex and making life. As long as you have life, you can make life. Sarah underestimated herself, Abraham too, right? But God has a different plan. Come on, right? Sarah was behind at the door of the tent listening. Abraham and Sarah were old, and Sarah had stopped having her monthly period. So Sarah laughed to herself and said, "Now that I am old and worn out, can I still enjoy sex? And besides, my husband is old too." Then the Lord asked Abraham, "Why did Sarah laugh and say, 'Can I really have a child when I am so old?' Is anything too hard for the Lord?" Mark that question, Is anything too hard for the Lord? You just underline that question there, right? As I said, 9 months from now, I will return. Sarah will have a son. Now, they don't know who was speaking. While it's Gabriel in the form of a man, the messenger, right, had gone to Sarah, right, and Abraham, right, and telling them that although you are old, you are not dead, you are not dopey, and as long as you have life, you can bring life, you can make life. Man tried everything now to stop making life. They make so many things that is taking life, right? They only make or invent life takers, right? So too many life takers and a few life makers like myself. I love pussy. That is a life making sentence. Because that's where life has made. That's what Sarah has to use. That's what Abraham has to use to get their child. Right? Without those two organs, it could never be. Alright? Then the Lord asked Abraham, why did Sarah laugh and said, okay, we have gone through that. Because Sarah was afraid, she denied it. Yes, what pride do? Pride will make you deny yourself. That was a little bit of the fallen angels chipping into Sarah. A throw doubt in a Sarah, throw two life on her, and she bring it out. And that's why the angel Gabriel knew everything. Right? Right? I didn't laugh, she said. Yes, you did. He replied, you laugh. So that is that. Argument done. Right there, so. You laugh. Because we die and we see. But make no sense. Me and you tell and beat it out. You did laugh. Because you don't know God. Yes. Argument done. Alright? Alright. So we move on. Now, that was the message they brought to Abraham and Sarah. Because they were living near that place. But there was another message that they brought, right, about the action of the people in that region, right? Here we go. Verse 16. Then the men left and went to a place where they could look down at Sodom. And Abraham went with them to send them on their way. Right? We don't catch a story, you know. Right? Can't no phone, you know, read Bible. And the Lord said to himself, I will not hide from Abraham what I am going to do. Just as God tell me, say, because me not hide it and when me go do it Jamaica, you know. So somehow you see me and hear me and say, Jamaica, we are in trouble. You don't believe a joke me I make. You don't believe a joke me I make. I'm in tune with the angel Gabriel, right? Michael, Raphael, Uriel. I'm in tune with all seven, Zapharel, Samael, and Zachariel. I'm in tune with the seven column of the earth, right? Jamaicans, we are in trouble, right? Right? So he said, I will not hide from Abraham what I am going to do. His descendants will become a great and a mighty nation. And through him I will bless all the nations. I have chosen him in order that he may command his sons and his descendants to obey me and to do what is right and just. If they do, I will do everything for him that I have promised. If you are obedient. If you are obedient, come on now. I'm taking you to the task now. If you are obedient, then you don't have to take birth control. Come on, we're going to go to thump it down now. Yeah? If you are obedient to the cycles of your life, you do not have to take a birth control. Because there and then you know what time you can be impregnated. Right? Yeah, come on. I saw an older mother there. Please take your young daughter to task. Take your young son to task, and tell him or her the time you have gone through that process, my dear, right? Or go to your great grandmother who is still alive, and let he or your grandfather, and let them teach you about the cycles The time when you can get pregnant from when you can't. So it wouldn't be birth control, but self-control. You know, within that period, you don't have sex. You not trouble the penis, you not trouble the vagina. Right? You hug up and you kiss up and you love up. But you don't trouble it. So then birth control could never ever exist. Now men get so smart in their innovation that they would have made the stuff to stop the birth instead of teaching them how to control their birth. Right? 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 Come on, teach your children. Right? Teach your children these things. Lot of you hide these talks from your children. When you don't hear me attack them things down the picnic come around. Ah, you don't see me daughter, you don't see me son. You're stupid more than the picnic them. Because they must learn. Because you don't learn. You don't know nothing about your body. But put it in, take it out, give me money. Put it in, take it, turn back way, girl. Turn back way. Put it in, take it out, give me money. Want to eat something. That is all you know about your body. Right? Right? You're selling out yourself. And when you got pregnant, you carry the baby because you never want it. You go throw it in a garbage pan. Yeah? You walk. Some of you deliberately slip when you know at a point and you hurt the baby. You have, let's say you have miscarriage. There are many, many ways to do it. And anywhere you do it, God see it. And God, one reaction you get from God. Whichever way you do it, begs. The only time God smile is when you bring it. That's the time God smile. Right? When you bring it, that's when God smile. But once you kill it, God vex. Make love, make life. Right? Right? So if you don't want it, don't trouble it. It is self-control. Although your body a boil, you want sex, but you know say you don't want no picking. Control yourself. Right? If you don't want no picking, no have sex. No put on no plastic. No take no injection. Right? Right? Just don't have sex. And bear the consequence. At the time you're not having sex, sure, you have to make a sacrifice and prepare for the aches and the pain. Right? You know what will come. Right? The breast ache, the vagina ache, the joints ache once you are not sexually active. Yeah? But you got to prepare yourself for that if you don't want a child. Right? Right? If you don't want a child, you have to prepare for that. For that. So it's a sacrifice whether the child or the pain. Right? Right? Whether the pain or sex. And once you're having sex, it's a possibility that the child will come. So how are you going to control yourself? Right? It's not very hard. You just got to be whom you are. Right? Right? Where am I? I have chosen him in order that he may command his sons and his descendants to obey me and do what is right and just. If they do, I will do everything for him that I have promised. Right? God not go back on him promise unless you now obey him. Right? Then the Lord said to Abraham, there are terrible accusations. This is the verse I want to get to. Verse 20. Yes? Then the Lord said to Abraham, there is a terrible accusation against Sodom and Gomorrah, and their sins is very great. I must go down to find out whether or not the accusation which I have heard is true. When the Lord sent the earthquake on the 31st day of October, he came to see if it was true, because he heard that an alphabetical group down here teaching gay BC in the schools. Right? He heard that an alphabetical group, Jamaica, is switching from their culture, taking on another nation's culture, right? So he came down on the 31st day of October, right? To see if it is really true. Right? Now, the Samaria agreement should be signed from the 15th of November. But God has sent Archbishop Linton Gordon, I believe his name is, to warn Jamaica. So be careful, delay the signing of the Samaria agreement. Delayed it. Delayed it. So it was delayed for exactly 1 month. And we understood that before the 15th, we heard that they were considering the hate speech, because they already knew that they could not speak for the 2.5 million people in Jamaica. They knew it. They knew that you're going to get some people upset. When you do it, you're going to speak against it. And they were trying their endeavor best, right, to find a way that we just accept what they have done, right? But the Lord had chipped in. And in come now a change and a twist up his mouth like shake and corner. Although he did say it was only a thought. It was only a thought. But if we did keep quiet at his thoughts, then the hate law, the hate speech law would have gone through, just like the abortion law had now gone through, right, in the Samaria agreement. So the accusation was over Sodom. God has been watching. God has been seeing what is happening here. 11 months old baby I get gunshot, right? Right? All these things have been happening to our children, right? I made a video yesterday, the blind woman, right? For days, the man holding Coronation, busy Coronation Market, the blind woman selling, right? And drop in the hole. I'm not quite sure. I'll circle it tomorrow to see if that hole, after my outburst, I will pass there tomorrow to see if action has been taken, which I do think it will take today as a Sunday, right? After that uproar, right? And that backlash on social media about the premium market in the Caribbean, right? We are selling the food stuff, right? Now, if a manhole raises its ugly head, and with the stench that is coming from that market, it should have rectified immediately a food it's selling, a man. A food selling at the market. Right? So why it should be there 3-4 days? How much contaminated food going out, the people that buy for the Christmas with this heavy fluent, right, that going through, right? Right? No wonder why so much pressure is on the health department because of negligence, right? Because of carelessness. Jamaica, we are in trouble. Wow. I'm going to read verse 20 again. Then the Lord said to Abraham, there are terrible accusations against Sodom and Gomorrah, and their sins is very great. I must go down to find out whether or not the accusation which I have heard are true. And you see, in come down many times, come look. God do not destroy a nation before and in the warning. That's why you have the aftershocks, right? 1 month after, right? Then the two men left and went on towards Sodom. But the Lord remained with Abraham. Abraham approached the Lord and asked, you really serious? Are you really going to destroy the innocent with the guilty? Are you? No. Although I know Tychicus in Jamaica, this is what Tychicus is.
I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it. I love to see the girl there. Spin on it, spin on it.
The Lord said, Tychicus, I know you love pussy, but you have man down there love the batty. That's what Abraham was saying. Right? 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 But the Lord remained with Abraham. Abraham approached the Lord and asked, are you really going to destroy the innocent with the guilty? That's why he said, if the sign is on your door, then you will be saved for sure. Psalms 91. 1,000 may fall at thy side, but it shall not come nigh thee. These are the innocent and the one that is not guilty, right? The guilty one will stand beside you, and the earthquake will come and swallow them and leave you. Right? Right? Yes, the earthquake will come and shake. I must tell you, I don't even feel one of those 4 or 5 earthquakes. I did not feel one of them. Not one single one I felt. Right? Not one. Tychicus, Reginald, Pum Pum Martin. None of them me don't feel. People beside me feel them, but I don't. Alright? Are you really going to destroy the innocent with the guilty? So the Lord said, if there are 50 innocent people in the city, if there are 50 innocent people in the city, will you destroy the whole city? Hear the question. If there are only 50, if 50 innocent people, everybody else mix up, will you still destroy it? Now the Lord know better what him Abraham are saying now, because he is Lord, right? That's why Gabriel a report to him, Gabriel could discern the action of the people, and Gabriel a report back to his master, the Almighty, and I tell him the ways and deeds of the people in Sodom and Gomorrah, right? If there are 50 innocent people in the city, will you destroy the whole city? Won't you spare it in order to save the 50? Yeah, God answered and said, surely, no, Abraham still talking, surely you won't kill the innocent with the guilty, right? Because you're a just God. That's impossible. Abraham still speaking. You can't do that. If you did, the innocent would be punished along with the guilty. When you look at crop circle, is a fine example of this verse. The whistleblower has been punished with the offender. The whistleblower, neither of them are there now. Right? Neither of them are there in the reopening and the renewal of crop circle. Right? Neither the whistleblower. So that is what Abraham was asking. Right? Abraham said, you can't do that. If you did, the innocent would be punished along with the guilty. So, what does that tell you? If the whistleblower, is not there now, that means something is still wrong. Something is still wrong. The offender is not there. Neither the whistleblower. Right? That means something is still wrong. Got to find it out. What is wrong? That's impossible. The judge of all the earth has to act justly. Mighty God. Yeah. Whistleblower, my advice to you, look into yourself too. My advice to you, whistleblower at Crab Circle, look into yourself too. Right? Look into yourself too, because something is not right. Right? God is a just God. Right? God is a just God. So whistleblower, look into yourself too. Right? Probably a mote should be taken out of your eyes too, whistleblower. Right? Probably only remove the log from the offender, but there's a mote is in your eyes too, whistleblower. Because no way my God act unjustly. Right? Right? The Lord answered, if I find 50 innocent people in Sodom, I will spare the whole city for their sake. Let's read verse 26 again. The Lord answered, if I find 50 innocent people in Sodom, I will spare the whole city for their sake. Right? Abraham spoke again. Please forgive my boldness in continuing to speak to you, Lord. I am only a man and have no right to say anything. But perhaps there will be only 45 innocent people instead of 50. Will you destroy the whole city because there are 5 too few? Almighty God. This time the Lord knew better, because Gabriel had already seen that almost the entire twin countries, Sodom and Gomorrah, were under the same practices. Right? Under the same corruption, as he is now saying about Jamaica. statutory deduction, SSL documents, Petrodram, right? You can name corruption, right? A woman died in his sleep, as Gordon and the postmortem are showing get gunshot. How it passed through certain place. Who pronounced that? Come on, no man. Won't not tell me? I know me not mad out. Me know say no mad me mad out in seeing these things. Right? What you not tell me? Right? Transparency in this. I want to expect God to please. Sit down there wait. Sit down there and wait. No pull up on the socks. No cuss me as you no want. Laugh as you no want. Right? The Lord answered, I will not destroy the city if I find 45 innocent people. He said he will not destroy the city. As Abraham plead, God is toying with Abraham. Wow. That leaves me. Should I plead for Jamaica? Should I plead for Jamaica? Yes. Father God, I plead to you to have mercy on Jamaica. Father God, I knew that there are many, right? Right? And I know you are a just God, right? So I'm pleading to you to have mercy upon Jamaica. As Abraham did, so I am doing, O Lord. I know I'm only a human. I know I'm only a dancer boy. I know some of them see me as rude because I said I love pussy. But Lord, hear my plea. Have mercy upon Jamaica. Have mercy upon Jamaica. A few more warning, God. A few more warning. A few more distinct warning unto them, Lord. A few more. Abraham spoke again. Perhaps there will be only 40. He replied, I will not destroy it if there are 40. So, the Lord has been fair with Abraham. But at the same time, the Lord knew exactly the answer, because Gabriel already sees the action of the people. Some people don't know about the angel watching them. Some people do not know that the artificial intelligence were made up of the 7 angels. Right? The satellites were made up of the 7 angels. All surveillance camera were made up of the spirit of the angel. Right? Now, the surveillance cameras is not as effective as Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Zapharel, Shamarel, and Zachariel. Not as effective, because the camera can be tampered with, but the official grounds on which the artificial intelligence comes from cannot be tampered with. That's why the spirit is unseen. If you couldn't see the spirit, bad man would then use an M16 rifle and destroy the spirit. But they cannot see the source of the information to call the spirit an informer. So that's why the spirit of Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Zapharel, Shamarel, and Zachariel is the safest way to take. Abraham spoke again. Perhaps there will be only 40, he replied. I will not destroy it if there are 40. Abraham said, please, don't angry, Lord, but I must speak again. What if there are only 30? So you see the countdown. The countdown. Right? Testing the generosity. Testing the accuracy. Testing the purity and the sanity and the alkalinity. Right? Right? At the countdown, he said, I will not do it if I find 30. Abraham said, please forgive my boldness in continuing to speak to you, Lord. Suppose that there are only 20 are found. He said, I will not destroy the city if I found 20. Look how big Jamaica is. How much is it? 3.5 million? And can you imagine? Can you imagine? Check the ratio. Check the ratio. That God has to warn us 4 times. That means that a whole great portion of Jamaica going back with it. Right? Abraham said, please don't be angry, Lord, and I will speak only once more. What if only 10 are found? Up to the time, before I read the other verse, remember it's only 5 were found. And the 5 that were found, they weren't worthy either. But they were left just for the continuation of life in Sodom. Not that they were worthy, just like Noah. Noah's sons, they never worthy. Right? But they were left to continue the important thing of life. Because earth cannot function without life. So people has to be here through sexual transfusion, making life. Right? He said, I will not destroy it if there are 10. After he had finished speaking with Abraham, the Lord went away and Abraham returned home. Argument done. Argument done. Me done talk. Right? Me done talk. So that leave with only 5. Lot. Right? Lot wife, who turns a pillar of salt, right? His 2 daughters, yeah? And Abraham. That is how he did not destroy everyone, right? Now Jamaica is facing that same consequence right now with the signing of the Samaria agreement. The Lord is asking Jamaica a question. Somebody needs to become an Abraham to plead, right? Although their clothes may look white or clean, let's say clean, but their hearts are dirty. So while the men in Sodom, while the men in Sodom did look good, but their action were not good. Their action were not good. Today in Jamaica, uptown, downtown, round town, side town, you saw men in dresses looking like women, and they are not women. They are taking penis, and they are not to intake, they are imposters. So at that moment, lots of imposters were in Sodom and Gomorrah. And so does Jamaica today. A whole lot of Caucasian looking people are in Jamaica while it is bleaching cream. Right? Lots of people are here with Italian hair, and it's bite and bite. So they're all imposters. Lots of people in Jamaica are having sex, but not from a human. It is from a false penis or the cucumbers. Me not call about the product, but we call God product. Me no want them say, me a fight against them product. So the sex toys. Any sex toy are the same thing. The cucumbers that is widely spreading amongst the young people to use as a substitute in Jamaica. Right? The back way of mating, the doggy style, the back shot, the head top, right? Right? The cock up, that bringing these backward children, the Lord is going to step in to stop it. Mark my word. Bob Marley said, total destruction is the only solution. Right? Right? He's going to step in to stop this. And guess what? Argument done. Life end. See you another time.